Hi, today I'm going to teach how to make Schezwan Veggie Fried Rice. It is an Indo Chinese fusion food which is very easy to make and very tasty. So, before starting this dish, I would like to give some quick tips because we want the vegetables in this dish to be very crunchy. So, I like to use a wok for this dish, and the wok should be really hot before you start cooking because you're going to add the vegetables one after the other quickly. So keep the vegetables ready and the rice ready before you start this dish. Now for the ingredients, the main ingredient is basmati rice. I have taken one measure of basmati rice, 1 cup of cabbage, half a cup of onions, half a cup of carrots, and quarter cup of celery. Mostly for this dish, you can use green beans also, and the vegetables are finely chopped for this dish, but I prefer to have my vegetables chopped like this. So, if you want your rice to have lots of vegetables, then you can increase the quantity of vegetables. I've taken 1 tablespoon of garlic and 1 teaspoon of ginger. Remember, don't use a lot of garlic because that would tend to ruin the dish. So be very careful with the measure of garlic, and ginger should definitely be lesser than the garlic you have used. Garlic is very important because of the flavor that it adds to this dish. Also remember, garlic should be finely chopped and use ginger paste for this dish. Because we don't want to bite into ginger when we are eating, so it is better to use it as paste so that it gets blended with the rice. Now I'm taking the rice in a microwavable bowl and I'm going to wash the rice 3 times. I'm going to wash it nicely. I usually microwave my rice. Now I'm adding water to the rice. I'm adding 2 measures of water because I've used 1 measure of rice, and then I'm adding 1 teaspoon of olive oil to the rice. Adding olive oil before cooking keeps the rice from sticking to one another. Now I'm putting it in the microwave and I'm setting it for 14 minutes. I would be checking the rice every now and then so that it is not overly cooked because we don't want the rice to get soggy. This is the exact consistency of the rice, and when you see that the rice has come to this consistency, you can remove it from the microwave. Remember, the temperature of the rice should not be extremely hot nor too cold when I'm going to add it to the vegetables. So, for this reason, and also for the rice to be separate and not soggy, I'm going to take a fork and go over the rice gently and fluff it up so that it cools while I'm cooking the vegetables and it is ready to be added to the vegetables. Now coming for the next procedure, keep all these ingredients ready right beside your cooktop before you start the next procedure. Cooked basmati rice, olive oil, ginger paste, garlic finely chopped, chili garlic sauce as per your spice level because mine is medium level, so I would be using 3 tablespoons of my chili garlic sauce, tomato ketchup 3 tablespoons. If you want, you can add or reduce it, and salt to taste, and your chopped vegetables. Now keep your wok on your stove and let the wok be really hot. Then add the oil, and remember the oil should be really hot before you add your ingredients. Now I'm adding my chopped garlic and then I'm just mixing it for 1 minute probably, and then I'm adding the ginger paste, and then I'm going to give it a mix, and then I'm adding the chili garlic sauce. I'm adding 3 tablespoons and also the ketchup along with it, and then I'm going to give it a mix. Next, I'm going to add the onions and I'm going to cook the onions for quite some time till it is glassy, and it is not going to overcook also because I don't want that raw taste of the onion to remain. For this reason, I'm taking a little bit of more time to cook the onions. Next, I'm going to add all the vegetables, and I wouldn't be cooking the vegetables like how I cook the onions. This will be very quick. I will be adding all the vegetables together, and they are not going to stay for a long time because I want them to be crunchy. So here I add all the vegetables and I'm giving it a mix. Remember, I've not added salt at all so far, and I'm going to add salt in batches. So this is the first time I'm adding salt. This is for the vegetables, only the required amount of salt for the vegetables. Adding the rice. This is the first batch of rice. I'm not putting all the rice together. After adding the rice, the required amount of salt for that rice, and using two spatulas to give it a mix, so that I'm being very careful that I don't want to break the rice. Now you can add the next batch of rice if you think there is enough mixture for the rice, or if you think that the mixture was just right for the rice that you have added. You don't have to add the next batch or all of the rice. I think my mixture is just right for the rice that I have added. So I'm just adding a little bit of the rice now, and I'm going to give it a mix. Now I'm adding the salt for the batch of rice that I have added, and I'm giving it a mix. Now I think the rice is almost done and time to turn off the stove. So I'm just blending the rice properly so that everything is mixed well, and I'm turning off the stove, and your veggie Schezwan rice is ready. So now I'm going to transfer it off into a serving plate, and your Schezwan rice is ready. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I want you to try it out and enjoy your veggie Schezwan fried rice. Thank you for watching.